Hello my friends, 𝐓𝐹𝐄𝐄𝐂𝐄𝐄 here with another weekly Forex forecast with COT report and of course as usual the PDF plan which you can download below this link. So let's go to see what I'm planning to trade this week. This is the Aussie Frank. So the Aussie Frank was consolidating a bit here in this previous consolidation where we could see this nice volume coming in on these drops. So I can suspect that this is a bullish consolidation, and I would be expecting the price after this break which happened and retest continue a bit higher. One of the most reasons is that the Aussie was very oversold. We can see that the banks had pretty big positions on the shorts. They had over 100k, and they probably was taking out the profits here on after the report where the Aussie as well the bounced. If we look to the franc, we can see that the banks are not so bearish with the franc as many people is expecting. We can actually see that the banks are actually adding the longs positions. We can see that they grow from the 19, 24, 29. So if we have USD franc bullish, it means franc bearish. So that's why I am looking for the smaller retracement here and continuation up on the Aussie franc. Next one is Aussie Yen. Very similar situation. We can see that we have this previous accumulation phase where we could see the volume coming on the bottom. So I mean we have everywhere volume, but we can see, as I have this moving average, we can see that the volume on these bottoms was bigger than average. So right now again the Aussie Yen is retracing into the POC of this previous zone, and after the small retracement, and I would like to see something similar like this accumulation with the volume on the lows, and I would like to see the move up. There is a much bigger potential to go even higher, but I will just take up. For me, I am happy with the target here, because then some consolidations could come and retracement, and so I want to get out quickly. Why I'm bullish on this one as well is because if we look, we already spoke about Aussie, and if we look to the yen, we can see that the banks, even though they are building the shorts positions, we can see they're rising the shorts, they as well are rising the longs positions, and they are not so bearish as they've been in the past. We can see that they've been much more bearish in here. Now it's after the contract and it's a little bit changing, and I believe that the yen will be strong, so it would be bearish for the Aussie yen, but I think that we will see first move higher, and there they will be accumulating more shorts before we will drop lower. Next one is Aussie Kiwi. Aussie Kiwi on the 4 hours, we are seeing that the price is dropping lower in this let's call it some in this phase, and I'm seeing now the potential that we might see the move higher. So because as well the reason is because the Aussie, as I said, the banks took the profits, and the chart is pretty on its lows, and the Kiwi, there already was the profit takings and charts it's on the highs. So what will probably now happen, the Kiwi will be accumulating more longs positions, so the price will be dropping, and as they will be taking the profits on the Kiwi, the price will be going down. So if Aussie is going up and the Kiwi down, it means that this one should go up. Next one is Aussie Kiwi, Aussie Dollar. This is what I was speaking about on the beginning. So let's start with the data. So we are seeing the price was dropping down very strongly, and here was this lows. So the banks reported 100k shorts here. So you can see from the past, let me bring this a little bit higher. We can see from the past that every time when the banks reached something like 100Ks, shorts, they started to take profit and the price was rebounding. So that's what I'm suspecting here, and I think that we will now see the bigger corrective move up. So once the price retraces into this POC, I'm thinking that we will see big move higher. Next one is CAD-Frank. This one we have running, and this was the free signal in my Telegram group. So those who have it, it's now running more than 40 pips, something like 60. So we are seeing the price dropping. However, I will want to close this trade below somewhere around once it's drop here, because what I'm seeing here is the waves, and it will probably move even higher. So we have something like this going on here, right? So here I will want to enter the long then. So for now we have our stop loss on the break even, and we waiting if it will drop slower, and there I will be looking for the longs, because if you remember, as I said, the franc is weak, so that's why. This is the CAD-Yen, very similar situation as the previous one. So we are seeing this accumulation phase where we had the volume bigger than average on the dips. So this is definitely the buying of the big bulls. And right now the price is here, and we are seeing already that it's preparing for the move higher. So I'm expecting to move it higher. As I said, the yen will be strong, but I don't think they have enough positions yet. Next one is Euro Aussie. We had an amazing trade. We actually entered it's already a month ago, and we entered here on this touch of this bottom of the channel, and we've been holding it because of the waves. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves. Right now it reached this level. So right now we are going down, and I'm waiting for the retracement, and I will want to anticipate on this wave, and it could come down all the way here, and here I will start to look for the longs again. So Euro Aussie, I'm bearish. This is the Euro Franc. As I said, that the franc I'm expecting to be weak, and the euro is already oversold very much, and the banks starting to taking out the profit. So for me here as well, we can see this thing which is happening, and I think the markets are preparing for the reversal. So we are seeing that all the bottoms, the volume is bigger than average. You see it right here. Yeah, so this is the accumulation. So price dropped down, and then all this volume what was here, the banks adding even more, and right now they're preparing for the move higher. So I would like to enter the long here, bullish on the Euro Franc. Next one is Euro-CAD. We actually entered the trade here on the correction because I saw this move, then we entered here, and then the price dropped down. So we've been in this bigger drawdown, but this is why I placed our stop loss below this channel. So it bounced here, so it was protected. Our stop loss was protected. Now it's moved back, so we are back in the profit, and at this moment I'm expecting lower correction down and then move higher. So first target would be this level. It's around 148. Here I would be waiting for something like as always is happening, these waves. So one wave, second wave, third wave, then it's going down. Then here is the break of the trend line, so the traders will be entering the longs. They will put the stop losses here, and then unexpectedly the price to move up. So I'm expecting this all this way up, some bullish on the Euro-CAD. Euro-Pound has broken through this big, let me take it this way. So Euro-Pound has broken and make this iceberg stop hunt up, because here was the long-term descending channel, and as it breaks down, and many people I believe entered here with stop losses here. So they take it up, and then again So again up, and what I think is that the banks really accumulated big shorts here, and right now it's moving down on this wave. So here I would be interested to enter the shorts. So little retracement, and then I'm entering the short. Next one is Euro USD. As I said, it's very oversold, and the banks are having like really big shorts. And what I'm expecting that they will be closing them. They already had their maximums here in the past, which was here, and so they started to close the positions. And right now, I think that if the price will be dropping lower, not from here, I think they will have to move the price higher. So first, because right now they have these shorts, and there will be some profit taking for sure. So I'm expecting a little correction, and then move higher above these zones where will be stop losses and the liquidity of those who shorted here. So move higher on the Euro Dollar. Next one is Pound. Pound I am expecting to move higher actually, because I was bearish until the next week, but then I realized why we are moving up. I did some deeper analysis. I found out this. So we are actually seeing that the banks are still actually still having like 5 times bigger shorts than longs positions, but I realized that they already had reached this maximum, and right now we are moving up because of this shorts positions closing. And we can see that once the contract entered here 2 weeks ago, they actually used it to close more longs and shorts. So what I'm thinking now, that if we will move lower, they will want to do it again with the proper shorts from highs. So what's going on right now here is that we are seeing these waves going down, and here I would like to enter the longs positions, because I think that they will have to take the price higher. Where is this liquidity zones, and from here might possible long-term down. So let's see. I don't want to speak too much into the future, but here I will be waiting for the long. So yeah, bullish on the GBP USD. Next one is GBP-CAD. GBP-CAD, we had the amazing trade in my channel where we took like 120 pips. And right now I'm still seeing the weak CAD, and as I spoke about the pound, so little retracement and the move up long for the GBP-CAD. Next one is Pound-Frank. Very similar. So as I said, I'm still expecting the pound to make one move higher after smaller retracement, and the franc is weak. So we are having this is what is happening here. So we have one move up, second move up. So the people having this trend line here, of course. So right now the price is moving here, boom, boom. Then we will see the break, and this is where the traders will enter the short. So what they then will do, the stop losses will be here. So those who will enter these shorts on the break of these trend lines, they will have the stop losses here. Then once the price will reach this level down here, which will break through this trend line, then I will expect it to move higher. These fake outs. So basically I'm thinking what the others are doing and trading against them. Something similar again on the pound yen. So as I said, accumulation phase with the volume on the lows, and now the price is coming back into this zone. So once it's gonna be there, I would like to take a longs position here. So something like this for this moment. Pound yen long. Pound-Kiwi, here is already this happening. So what we are seeing here, we can see here was the level which was actually where the traders entered this break of this trend line. Then maybe then, you know, trend line was broken, then they entered here on this bounce, and many stop losses was here. So here was actually like something like two zones of the stop losses. So here was stop losses of these traders, and then here is like, you know, another support. So another ones was here. So what happened, actually the banks dropped it through it. So they built it their positions what they needed. They took the liquidity, and right now we will see something like this. It will go, might probably even all the way up, but I would like to get out here, because then here we will have a, you know, the level, and it could start to do things. So for me it's better to get out here and then might looking for another trade. This is actually USD-CAD. I forgot to add my signs as well, but I remember this chart actually. And here's something interesting. This is what I wanted to show, what was from the last week. So the last week in our video we had this analysis when I was planning to take a long, and I have received many questions why I'm planning to take it long, because traders are seeing that the banks actually have more shorts than longs. That I was explaining that even they have 35k shorts, longs, sorry, and 40k shorts. Yes, it's nice, but look what they had before. They had 61k shorts and they reduced to the longs. While was price dropping down, they was closing the shorts. So for me it was the signs that this is probably the bullish accumulation in here. So even though they have a less longs and more shorts, I was expecting the price move up. So it was my prediction, and actually this happened. And as well I said that we will see in the next week more longs than more shorts. So what happened is it was here, and actually the price was actually here, and it moved up. So we actually had this trade, if I remember well, we had this trade in the signals channel. So we entered with buy stop, and the price went nicely up with the 92 pips profit. So how the numbers looks right now is, as I said, so we had 35 and 40, and right now we have 40 and 46, right? We have still bigger shorts. Why is that happening? It's simple, because look at how we are moving up. So we are in this channel, and right now what I'm expecting is the price to continue higher. However, the bank still adding the shorts position. So this move up is an accumulation of the shorts. So we will see while the price was moving up, they will be pushing the longs, but as well building the shorts. Here is this long-term channel and the supply zone. So here is still possible something like 200 pips up, and then what we will want to see is accumulation here, then another fake out like they're doing it always, and then boom down. So yeah, so this is it for the USD-CAD. I'm bullish and waiting for the smaller retracement. USD-Frank, as I said, this one is a little bit tricky, because we have this one channel which is we have this channel which is right now broken higher, and then we have this another channel which is penetrating here third time, maybe the fourth time. So what could probably happen here, who knows? But this will might, if we look to the data, it will might give us some more clue. So we are seeing that the banks are adding the longs position, right? So we are seeing that the longs are growing 18, 19, 24, right? And shorts are going as well, because they needed to keep maintaining the shorts to not let the price go up. So let's look to the last two. We had the 24k longs, which was reported here. It was here on the 24th. Then the price moved up, and then it moved down, and here was the report. I was looking at it very closely, so we can see that they reported the positions here on this bearish candle on the end of the day, and they reported 24K. So when someone is buying, reporting here bigger longs than here, and then when the price moves up and the longs still was not closed, and here they have even more, that's for me the signs that they probably building the position, and we can see it that they doing it, because we are seeing the volume is always already from down here. The bottoms of the volume are bigger, you know. Again, this one, you know, bigger volume, bigger volume, bigger volume. Then again here. So I'm thinking that we will see at least the move into this previous supply zone, and then in even potentially higher. So everywhere on the trading view, everyone is right now, you know, posting the shorts, blah blah blah, break. It's a bullshit. You know, if you look to the positions, we can see that the banks having the longs, so they will probably not want to take the price down at this moment. Next one is USD-CZK, Czech Crown. So what I'm seeing here is the one wave, second wave, third wave. Right now we are getting this, and here check that. Let me bring this one. So if we look into this zone, actually we can see that let's check this volume. Here is a big volume, here is a big volume, here is a big volume. All these big volumes was the bullish volumes, and it was around these zones. So what I'm simply expecting is right now that here will be this fake out play. So we have the actually one wave, third wave, fourth wave, and right now, you know, the traders having the trend line. So here is the trend line happened, you know, so they entering the shorts, and right now the price moving like this, like that, you know, and here as well there will be even the break of this trend line, you know, and then once those who enter this break of this support, it will reach this level where was where was these zones accumulated. So let me draw it again simply. So we have the so we have 1, 2, 3, boom, 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 and it will be in the zone where was this volume from the bottom, and here I will be expecting the move higher. So I'm bullish on the USD-CZK. Of course, it has to move all this way down first, and I will be waiting for some accumulation. But for me, it looks stupid to trade this when overall the trend is up. US oil, this one is very interesting. What happened here actually? Let's check the numbers. We can see that the banks has pretty big longs positions, and what happened right now in the last 3 weeks is that we can see that they reduced from the 525 to 507, and they added the shorts. So they actually becoming the bearish again. So actually they was bearish all the way, but let's look at this. So we can see that here was the buying activity. In this zone was buying activity, because we can see the bigger volume. Here was the another buying activity. So might the people start to think that they are bullish? So price moved up. Actually here I had the trade. I had the sell limit here, but they take me out on the stop loss. Doesn't matter. And so what happened? They moved price up. So it was on that strike in this Iran or whatever was it. So people start to buy, you know. And once the people was buying, they was buying into the supply, so they shorted. And we can see this volume is selling it. So they actually could all this what they had here, they could sell it here. So what's happening right now is this situation. We are having this support where the price is bouncing third time, but they actually don't have the positions because they sold them here. So what now will be the traders doing? They see the support 3 times bounce, so they will be buying. But what I'm thinking, the price will retrace a little bit and then go through it. Once this break down, there will be the panic, the traders will start to sell, but what's gonna happen is that we will reach the bottom of this channel and there the price start to go up. So I'm waiting right now for the retracement and then the short. This is the gold. On the gold we can see that the banks has reduced their longs positions because they probably taking the profit. Of course they're taking the profits. This is the profit taking phase, and we can see it that they dropped their longs from the 415 to 4, so then they added the longs to take the price higher, and right now they reported these numbers here. So they still not adding the shorts positions, and they still pretty heavy with their longs in the compare from the past. So what I'm expecting right now is the price to move higher, where they will be closing more shorts. So this is not bearish yet, and right now it could go higher, so I will be looking for the long here. And this is the last one, my friends. So this is it. Have a great weekend. Don't hesitate to visit my Telegram channel and follow me on the TradingView. Don't hesitate to ask any questions, comment, likes, and etc. So download the trading plan, which is below this video, and there you can see all of this in the printed version. Have a great weekend and